Yeah. Welcome to the Oscar Podcast. Would you like to introduce this week, or would you like me?
No, you can do it again, mate.
Hello and welcome back to the Arts Bar Podcast. We have had a week off by accident to some extent.
Sorry guys, I had a holiday, come back, and then had to catch up with a lot of stuff.
How was your holiday?
It was lovely, mate. First hot holiday for a while. Done like a lot of city break holidays in recent years, and then nice to just have a week in the sun, on a beach, chill, good food, a lot of cocktails.
Foot massage?
No, I didn't get any massages, but there was a lot of offers on the beach for massages, which is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. It sounds great, though.
Well, JB's back's gone, hasn't it, in work, so I said he could just come out and get a massage on the beach. Someone was getting like a proper head scratch one day, and I thought I'd go for that, but I didn't get it in the end. Yeah. But there was women walking down the beach all day saying massage, and I was like, no thanks.
It might have de-stressed you a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not stressed.
I'm not. I'm all right. But it was. But I don't know. There's something about massages. I'm not really quite comfortable with that. You get massages. Shout out.
It depends what I get. So I go to Katie at the Healing Collective.
You
shout
do?
out, and we do a thing called shiatsu. So it's more about pressure points and manipulating your body around the pressure point. Because I have got a very bad back. Those that know me.
From years and years of lifting barrels.
Yeah, it did. It went when I was about 18, when I was lifting barrels. I remember that the first night it really went. It didn't actually go when I was lifting the barrel. I felt a twinge, and then I got home and I bent down to I'd like dropped a card or something like my bank card. Went to pick it up and just seized up. So I had to go to A&E.
That's the thing.
They gave me like diazepam and that. It was quality.
All right.
Yeah. And
Every cloud.
What?
Every cloud.
Every cloud. And then since then, it's just been on and off. So I try to get topped up with Katie every month or so.
He does. You go for a massage with Katie. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to experience it. I've just always felt a bit uncomfortable. Especially like my feet.
I've never had
people
a
get foot massages. It's people touching my feet, I feel.
I'm quite ticklish on my feet.
Yeah. Do you giggle?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I like giggle and violently kick out.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Dangerous,
so don't
man.
ever touch my feet unless you want to get kicked in first.
There you go.
Yeah. I've been having a few people message me going like, "Where's the podcast? Where's the podcast?"
Oh, that's good.
Which I didn't think anyone was watching.
That's good. I've had no one message me at all about anything. Not even just a podcast. Just like, how are you, Al?
I do every day.
Go on. Who's been texting you about it?
My mum and my auntie. Really,
Oh, lovely stuff. Love that.
But it's a start, people. It's a start. What you watch this space. Watch this space. Let me just introduce the drink I'm drinking this week, and then we'll crack on with the
he's really trying
show.
to upsell this, guys. So
I don't think many people know we sell it. So it's Franklin & Sons Hedgerow Elderflower Lemonade.
Yeah, he's really trying to upsell it. And as you can guess, guys, I've gone with a classic cappuccino.
Does hedgerow mean like from the hedgerow? Like, is it trying to be countrified?
I don't know. I'm really worried for a chocolate stash this week. Have I got one?
No, did you notice when we walked in today, your dad had one?
Yeah, my dad's... honestly, mate, he's got the worst. He's always got the worst chocolate one.
You never tell him?
I said to him yesterday, he'd come out of the kitchen and we were chatting, and I had to say to him, you're going to have to go to the bathroom and have a look at that. Because it was like up here. He didn't get my Joker references.
Absolutely swaggles it.
He didn't get my Joker references. I was going, why so serious? And he was going, can you just order potatoes, please, mate?
Bless him. He's in there working away. So we're back in the Baltic, actually.
Yeah, we've just had some lunch.
And a bit of lunch, and I think that might bring us on to our first topic of conversation.
100%.
So we've got a busy October, really, and we love this time of year. It gets nice and cosy. Our venues are perfect for coming in and getting cuddly.
They really are winter venues, definitely.
And we've got some big plans.
Yeah, so I put a thing out on socials yesterday, and it's something that I want to start doing regularly each month. Just sort of letting our regulars and people who follow on socials know what our sort of goals are for the month. So I put 10 goals out yesterday on social media for what we want to do in October.
Is that a trend? Are people doing that?
No, not that I've seen. I've seen people do like personal things, but they're not like, they're like give less of a shit. Do you know what I mean? Like their goals this month.
Yeah. Go for a run.
Yeah. Ring Nan.
Yeah.
Those types of things. But I wanted to do them as a business so that you guys can feel a bit more part of what we're doing and what we've set out to achieve this month. And I think we can then review them sort of even online and go, did we do that? Did we do that? How come we never managed to get around to doing that? And then just do monthly things where we're going, this is what we want to try and do this month. October, like you said, is really exciting. We are really, really like an autumn winter bar. Both sites feel really cozy. But yeah, a few of them are hospitality led, that are like what drinks we want to be selling and menu changes, and then some of them are events that we want to be putting on and stuff like that, and then other things are just like things we want to stick to. Like one of them was to take more pictures with regulars that come in and use and sort of promote that on socials, is being like, this is John, he comes to Hope Street to do this. Do you know what I mean? Something that I wanted to get across to people is like how much we care about our regulars.
Yeah. And you forget how many people you've met over the years and take it for granted that you know what they do, but
yeah,
not many people. Some people just get on with their life and don't talk about it that much. Really.
I laugh because you walk down, like, you'll know yourself walking through town and you're doing some shopping on a Saturday afternoon and people are like, "Hey, are you alright?" And all the time Sienna's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, drinks in Hope Street."
Oh, Sam
has a coffee. Yeah. Has a coffee in the Baltic, or lives around the corner from the Baltic. And she's like, "What?" Like, "Oh yeah, I just chat to them." Yeah,
it's quality though. Isn't
that's the world of hospitality, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So drink wise, we're going with some new winter warmers, aren't we?
Yeah.
We've got some ideas yet, or we just formalising?
So Georgia, who's on the bar right now in the Baltic, is coming up with some lovely coffee ideas. She's got a task of a matcha, a chai, a hot chocolate, and 2 like bespoke coffees that are your usual pumpkin spicey type ones, but with a bit of a Georgia edge on them.
Nice. She just made some beautiful coffees earlier. Saw them go out.
She really has. I've got this test at the moment. So when we go to different coffee shops, it's like a swig test. So the first swig of a coffee that you get, which when you get a cappuccino, quite often it is piping hot because you obviously the way you've got to do the milk, you have to leave it in for a little bit longer, and it usually, when you get it, your mouth is burnt because
It's a dangerous game you're playing.
So I'm like taking a big swig of the coffee the first time round.
Not even one blow. Not one blow.
No.
Just straight in.
And Georgia is the magician at making sure it's at the right temperature. She can't even hear us. She's just putting glasses away. Yeah. So some really nice new autumn coffees, some wintry ones and stuff like that. I'm sure there'll be a few hot toddies to come later in the year. But yeah, it's really exciting to be able to change that and play with new ingredients and stuff like that.
And then, right, done it, and I suppose like the cocktails will all change.
I was going to say then the same with the cocktails. So if you didn't know already, our cocktail menu, we take inspiration from creative individuals. So there's a Leslie Nielsen cocktail, which is a twist on a Shirley Temple, and it's obviously taken from Leslie Nielsen's famous line in Airplane, "I am serious and don't call me Shirley." And then there's Coco Chanel, and it's using French ingredients, Pavarotti's, all Italian ingredients in the cocktail. But they all have a little story to tell.
The best is the Frida Kahlo.
Frida Kahlo is a very nice cocktail. Spicy marg. Yeah. But I think that might be going soon.
Fair enough.
Into sort of autumn, winter.
More.
Yeah. And then we're going to switch them up for some sort of autumny winter cocktails. See where we go from there. Maybe a couple of Bailey's ones.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's exciting for me this season because I feel like gigs get back in full swing.
Yeah, 100%.
So, just to talk about last night, what was amazing was we had the Modern Sky takeover of our Arts Bar Live. So, same setup. If you want to check out any Arts Bar Live, it's all on this YouTube channel. Once every fortnight, we take 3 artists and we have a night in the bar where we set them up like a normal gig, but we film 2 full tracks from each artist, release them as a YouTube session, and then get bits of content surrounding the event as well. And last night, Modern Sky wanted to do a takeover with some of their new artists.
They've got some amazing artists at the moment as well, haven't they?
Genuinely, the roster at the minute is really good.
Yeah.
And the people that were on last night, we had Lydia Shute, who did her single launch a couple of weeks ago as well, and it was nice to see her back and doing
some lovely
set.
footage of that night.
Yeah, really good stuff. Sketch Benjamin's the guy who does
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
yeah, I've seen it.
video stuff with Rihanna for the narrative, as well as his own stuff,
Yeah.
and he's got some really good quality stuff.
Yeah. The like footage is really nice.
Yeah, really slick. Then we had Ike Thomas on, who
Yeah.
I'd never heard, to be fair. I told him that last night. I said, look, I never heard you guys until I knew you were coming on. I had a quick listen, and it's just beautiful, kind of almost like Ray LaMontagne meets kind of early Kings of Leon. So it's
Cool.
It's got that kind of folky, soul-y thing going on, with some epic choruses and some big outros and musical stuff. It's really cool. And then the headliners last night were Quayside. Now,
Yeah.
Quayside 2 years ago supported a band in Hope Street.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time I was all going, they're quality.
Yeah.
And I think they just got together.
They literally had, yeah.
And then to see them where they are now is amazing. That's all kind of anthemic indie tunes. They've been doing loads of work on like...
I think they're flying with their promo.
Yeah, I said that
Keep seeing them on ferries and sitting
Yeah,
all
yeah.
around the city, like sitting at different points in the city playing the single.
Yeah.
And their promo, I keep seeing it everywhere. It's great.
It's really high quality,
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah,
well
yeah.
recorded. The music, the songs, and the voices together are just amazing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
check,
yeah.
check all them three artists out. The videos will be live in a couple of weeks. We're still a little bit backlogged on
So many different ones, isn't there?
100%. I think we're going to release Dr. Orange, Maureen, and Lily Almond this week.
Yep.
They should all be going live within the next couple of days. Absolutely incredible. And then we've got another event in between, and then we'll have Modern Sky.
Yeah. Cool.
So it's good, and I think just bringing gigs back in that capacity is really exciting for me. We're starting the battle again, so details of the battle will go out.
Yeah, well, that's going out tonight, so should be today, tomorrow.
Going out, yeah. So we'll see what happens
Yeah.
there. We had we had a scream last year.
That is,
doing it.
it's unreal. It's a real opportunity for us. So we give £1,000 to the winner of it, but actually it is a competition. But actually seeing that many different artists and such a variety of artists in the city come together and show what they're about is absolutely unreal. So the way that the battle works is it's 30% online vote. So it's our way of trying to encourage the artists to promote their stuff, to share it online, socials, and it's the person with the most share and most votes on a poll. So like getting that poll shared amongst people, and then there's a 70% in-venue vote. So that encourages you to bring your friends down and encourage people to come and watch your gigs. We're doing it a little bit different this year, aren't we? So last year we did quarterfinal, semi-final, final. This year we're going semi-final straight into a final, and we're doing more semi-finals.
Yeah.
So there will be 5 semi-finals of 4 artists in each one, and the artists we're going for is solos, duos, trios, full bands, any genre, whatever you play. Please do apply, get involved.
We want the lineup to be as eclectic as possible. There's 4 artists tonight. If we get an absolute influx of people coming through and there's so much talent, we'll reevaluate that and see if we can add some more dates in.
So we're looking at 20 artists over 5 semi-finals, and then we'll see a final of 5
Yeah.
in the Baltic here on the 28th of November, which will be
exclusive.
Yeah, which will be a really, really exciting night where someone will take home £1,000 to put towards creating their own stuff and making their own music, which is unreal.
Yeah, if anyone wants to get involved, drop us a message. But the details of the actual entries will be live probably when this is released, actually.
Yeah. One thing I'm really excited about that I want you to talk a little bit more about is the project that's been going on sort of behind the scenes with our good friend Gaia.
Yep.
And we've got an event coming up soon, and then a really cool event coming up at the end, which is sort of in one of our goals was host themed events. So sort of around Halloween, we've got a really cool event coming up with these guys. But there's one beforehand that people can get involved in.
So this is the Arts Bar Orchestra, I believe you're talking about.
Yeah.
Gaia Kozayan came to us with dreams of being a professional conductor and composer. And we were like, absolutely, like that's amazing.
Yeah,
but how can we kind of help that?
I think it
process?
started, didn't it, from being a bit frustrated, her being a bit frustrated from the fact that there was nothing for her in terms of she couldn't get into the top orchestras, and there was she wasn't a student anymore, so she couldn't do the university orchestra stuff, and then saying there was nothing for her to do.
It's that middle age group.
But it's exactly the same as where we were at when we graduated, and that's where we sort of that's what I enjoyed when we sat and spoke to her, was that I was like, I've been you and in those shoes, and yeah, I can't go and put a show on in the Royal Court of the Everyman. I haven't proven myself, and I can't go back to uni and put shows on in uni where I feel comfortable and safe. And it's about taking that leap and going. And I remember sitting with her and being like, just do it yourself. If there's nothing there, if there's a gap for someone to put a group together where people can come and try things out, make it.
Yeah,
and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and I think we were so excited by it because it did remind us a lot of, like you say, them early days. So she came back to us with a business plan and a few ideas and wanted to call it the Arts Bar Orchestra. Obviously, we were absolutely like of course, it's just amazing. Now, the idea is that it's going to kind of grow over the next couple of years. So there's going to be some traditional concerts in our venues, in other venues. Yeah. And then there's going to be collabs with different artists. So what we really want to encourage is
if you're a group that wants some strings and wants a sort of orchestral sound on your record, then get in touch and then some live sound as well. If there's venues big enough to have it, like that'd be unreal if they can join
and just promoting that kind of range of music and cross-pollinating all the different genres, I think will be really exciting. Yeah. She's done so much work behind the scenes getting it all together.
She really has. It's been impressive to watch her go and set a company up, and obviously we've given her guidance where we could in terms of what type of company it is and what business account to, what sort of bank account to set up, and we've helped her with that side of things, and then given her the space to go and do auditions and rehearsals and things like that. Which is where we come into it, and it being called Arts Bar Orchestra is giving her the space and support that we can. But I think it's been really nice to see her do all the admin-y side stuff, but it's going to be really nice to see her now sort of be creative with what she wants to do.
100%. I mean, we've seen glimmers of it where she's done special events in the bar, or she did an event at Lost Art as well with
really cool.
A quartet.
Yeah.
She did Arts Bar Live, violin and guitar the other week. That's on the YouTube channel now if you want to check that out. Just been flagged for copyright.
That's it?
Yeah. I thought right old music couldn't be copyrighted. Yeah. But anyway, we've been dead 100 years. Do you know what I mean? Who's getting the money? A couple of dates then to look out
Johnny Beethoven.
Listen, Johnny, you didn't do anything.
Little Johnny Beethoven who lives on a council estate.
It's like when 50 Cent's kid's kicking off because he only gives him 10 grand a week or something. Have you seen that?
Oh, mate.
He's absolutely booting off, like taking him to court to try and get more money, yeah. And 50 Cent's like, I'm giving you that because if I give you loads, you'll just put it up your nose or something. So
that's what I'd love. I'd love that if this kid's got nothing. And he's Johnny Beethoven, and then he finds out one day that he's actually due all these royalties.
And he's been watching this podcast, and he goes, "My surname is Beethoven. I better check that I'm not related."
It's either a famous
Beethoven's
musician
first name?
or a big dog. It's either a Saint Bernard.
What was his first name?
Ludwig van
Beethoven. Correct.
That's not just the dog.
I'm good. Not the
So
dog.
tell us about the events that she's doing.
Sorry, I'm going to read these so I don't muck it up.
Go on.
So just to launch the orchestra and get everybody excited about it, we're going to take over the open mic. So Lottie Lazenby runs an open mic in both venues every Sunday, so it swaps between the venues. But on the 13th of October, she's kindly given us the takeover slot so we can go up and do a classical music open mic takeover.
It's going to be cool.
Up in Hope Street on the 13th of October.
Yeah.
I think you just don't see it that much in different spaces other than concert halls, and I think actually why not?
I think that's when it makes people go wow, isn't it, when it's like such small how many parties or weddings or things like that have you been to where there's been sort of brass and you're like, whoa, that's cool, because you're not, it's in such a small space that you're not expecting it to happen, and I think that's the same with sort of big string and brass instruments and all, like an open mic for that is so cool. I've never seen that before.
Me neither. So if you're interested, sign up, drop us a message. There's an Arts Bar Orchestra Instagram.
Yep.
So if you're interested to sign up on the 13th of October, drop that Instagram a message and we'll get your name down. We'll get as many people on as we can. Obviously, there's a limitation. We will have a piano. Any other instruments you'll have to bring. I think we just need to...
I'd love someone to bring a harp.
Look, if you can bring your harp on the bus...
Bring your harp.
Please.
On the 82.
Do. Yeah. We'll pay your bus fare.
Yeah.
I'll pay your bus fare.
If you message and say, I've got to get the 82, but I've got a harp at home, we'll get you a pint and the bus fare.
And your bus fare. Yeah. There we go. And then excitingly, a section of that orchestra. So the idea is we'll have full concerts, but also you'll be able to use sections of it for different events and concerts and more kind of experimental ideas. So on the 30th of October, the night before Halloween,
Yep. Spooky night.
we are
Known as Mizzy Night here.
Is it Mizzy Night here?
Yeah.
It were always the 4th of November back in Bradford, I'm sure. Night before bonfire night.
It might be.
Or it might be the other way around.
You've thrown me now.
It's,
just know you
it's
get-
naughty anyway, so don't
Yeah.
do it. But on the 30th of October, instead of causing mischief, come down to the Baltic, the Arts Bar Baltic, and we're going to do a Bridgerton night.
Yeah, it's going to be nice, that.
The string sections from the orchestra arranging all the tunes that you hear in Bridgerton.
Yeah.
And I've never watched it.
I've never watched Bridgerton. I do come home often and Sienna's got it on and it's very raunchy.
I've seen some steamy bits.
Yeah.
Lots of nudity.
Yeah. People at it.
Is that what it's going to be like in it? No.
Hopefully not.
The idea is we're going to play some of the pop tunes that are covered by orchestras or string sections on the night, and we're encouraged to dress up. Come on down, dress up in kind of old
That's
Victorian gear, and we'll decorate the place. And we've had a discussion about hundreds of candles this week, so if I get my way,
Tom got a health and safety.
we'll have candelabras.
Jesus. Tom had a health and safety chat on Monday about how many candles he can put out.
How many do you think I can put out?
I don't know.
200?
I think you just keep it to yourself, and then if it happens, it
I
happens.
found 100 candles for £12 on Temu.
Stop shopping on Temu.
What is it? Because does it come? Is it like fake? Does it all come rubbish? Like, does it not come on that?
I don't know. I've never really shopped on Temu.
I don't really know what it is.
I've never really shopped on it.
It just comes up when I put 100 cheap candles in.
How much for?
$12.39.
Yeah, it's good, that, innit?
It's good. I'm tempted just to get it and just see if it actually arrives.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
And I'll get you a
And
pair
we'll put it on here. We'll have 100 candles.
and I'll get you a pair of walking boots or something.
Yeah,
while we're
please,
at it.
yeah.
And
And a
pillow.
fidget spinner.
Yeah. But so Bridgerton night, 30th of October. It'll be quality.
It's going to be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, there's a couple of bits coming up this month that I think we'll start to see it take shape.
Yeah.
And promote it. I know that we're filming a lot of behind the scenes stuff, so we're hoping to look at doing a documentary towards the end of next year about the process. Anyone out there that's like got any big venues that they want to do a night in, get in touch, and I think we can make something work.
Definitely.
I know that
We've got 100 candles.
we've got 100 candles.
A
and
fidget
dream.
spinner and some walking boots to use.
I know that Kev McManus from the council's been having a lot of chats with Gaia, and I think he's really keen.
He's been so helpful. He has been so helpful for us. She came in the other day and was he's like a knight in shining armour, she said.
Yeah.
He just solved a lot of her issues.
He just gets it, doesn't he? He gets it from an artist point of view, and he gets it from a money and a political and an organisational point of view.
He's been the same with us. Anytime we've ever needed support or had silly questions to ask that they seem really silly to us, but he doesn't make them feel silly. He's always been there to support venues. He's fantastic. Shout out Kev McManus
he's
if
just
anyone.
a nice guy.
And get in the comments and give him some love, because what a guy.
So that's all things orchestra. If you want to go follow the separate Instagram, that'll be a bit more up to date on things. It won't get burdened down with all our nonsense.
Yep. I think that's cool that we've ticked a few boxes there. It was support local artists, and sort of themed events and things like that for this month. So you've got a brand new open mic orchestra, like a classical musical open mic night. You've got Bridgerton night is your theme night. We've got Arts Bar Live that was last night. The Narrative was last night as well upstairs. That's so cool that last night you had upstairs. We had 3 new artists showcasing original songwriting material.
Yeah, to some extent, I kind of felt bad that we clashed the two events, but there's something about that that's really nice as well.
That in one building, this is all going on.
Yeah, and everyone had a good time. I think that's my insecurities going, why have I done this? But it was to do with scheduling, really. It wasn't really a conscious decision.
And then downstairs, you've got Modern Sky doing a cool event. It's really nice that the building's getting used in that way.
Yeah.
Arts Bar Live, Narrative, the battles coming this month. There's so many cool.
This is why I like October.
Yeah.
It kick-starts the 6 months of party time, doesn't it?
It's really good. It's really good.
Speaking of which, actually, we've got another brand new event coming, and it's kind of going to be a return to something we've done in the past, but completely new format. So you're more clued up on the quiz that's coming.
Yep.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the quiz that we've got?
It is known as the soon-to-be infamous quiz, hosted by the one and only Joey Triviani. And it comes next week, Thursday night, and then it's going to be every 2 weeks on a Thursday night. Really, really new, innovative style of quizzing. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm excited to see how it goes.
That's up at Hope Street.
Yeah, so it's every 2 weeks. Starts on, is it the 10th next week?
Yeah.
I'll put it out.
9.
I'll put it out. It's on the Thursday next week. And it's going to be cool. Get yourself signed up, book your tables, come down and see what it's like. If you enjoy it, get yourself as a regular.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. And then a couple of other things that we've got to kind of address in terms of food.
Yeah. That's a big exciting one.
Yeah. We are inches away from Hope Street being able to offer food. We've had a little bit of a snag with equipment and gas and electric, which is inevitable when you're doing these kind of things.
Yeah, it's a big project.
When we talked about stuff in the first episode, you kind of set yourself some goals and then, only one thing happened and then you scuppered for the rest of it.
I'd love to be able to tell you that it's all done, and it was really easy. The whole project was really easy, but JB just can't decide on what plates he wants to use. That's what's actually happened.
It's teaspoons.
Yeah, no other issues. JB just cannot pick what crockery he'd like to use.
I was letting the bands use the room as guitar
That is
storage
currently
last
a
night.
kitchen, a tiled floor, and some extraction in it and stuff like that, and the equipment's all got to go in.
But it's got blue cellophane all over.
Oh yeah,
the
it does look like an aquarium.
What it
doesn't
looks like. Well, we're going to murder them all, is what it looks
Oh
like.
my god.
I'm like, this is going to come off and this is going to be a kitchen. They're like, oh, right, yeah, because I think that we're a bit nervous and we're going to murder them all in there.
Well, food comes to Hope Street this month. I put that out on October goals because it might not come, but I'm really pushing it to come this month.
It will. I keep getting told it's 2 weeks, basically.
Yeah. It's funny that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like on Snatch, isn't it, where he says, how long on the sausages? 2 minutes Turkish.
2 minutes Turkish.
Yeah. 5 minutes Turkish. Yeah. It was 2 minutes 5 minutes ago.
But stay tuned in because I think once food gets in up there, it'll be the complete package for us.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Skirting it for a long time.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
It will be quite a celebratory day for us. I think.
Definitely. What are you're going to the match tonight?
I am going to Liverpool are back in the Champions League at Anfield.
Very nice.
So I'm going to go and watch that with my brother.
Nice.
I think he's going to come here for a Baltic stack.
Oh.
And a pint, and then we'll go and watch the match.
What does he have?
He's had in the past. He's had a salt and pepper chicken, and a steak. So I might push him to try a different one.
Nice. And we've got new bread.
New bread from Plattsville Bakehouse. It's chef's kiss.
I feel like this episode's been a lot of just.
It's just us letting people know what's on. I think
promoting.
I think it's just letting people know what's on in October. The final thing on those October goals was to get some guests on our podcast. So I think the next thing to say is that coming up, you're going to have some really exciting guests coming on the podcast weekly, talking about how they're creative in their day-to-day lives, what they do creatively, and what the venue means to them, I guess.
We've tried to get people that have been with us from the beginning and started their careers with us, or even just not necessarily started the careers but just been involved with certain stuff that we've been doing. And it'd be interesting to see their memories of it, because we look at it from a very different angle sometimes. We look at it very practically and money wise and kind of, is everyone comfortable, is it hot enough, is it cold enough, is the sound alright, are the staff happy, are we happy, are we making enough money, all that. And it'd be nice to see what other people that have used the venue for what it's meant to be used for, what their memories are of it.
That's it.
And some of them are doing alright for themselves at the minute.
Let's see what they have to say for themselves.
Yeah. Alright, well I think maybe we'll leave it there as a little short one.
Yeah, cool.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Well,
Nice.
join us next week when we may or may not have a guest.
Maybe.